What's going on, y'all? Hey, before I get started with this little engine parts list video, I'd like to give a big shout out and a thank you to anybody who ever hit like, commented, hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me, y'all. Y'all don't realize how much it means to me. I'm growing pretty nicely here. I finally got monetized the other day, so that's nice. I can make 10 cents. Maybe I can buy a piece of bubble gum, I don't know. But hey, I'm still here and I'm still trying to make some videos for y'all. So just hit that little button, hit like. It don't cost even a cent. Hit that like button, leave a comment, say, what's up with you, Jacob? How you making out? How your mom and them? Anything you want to say. So anyway, without further ado, let me get this video started. Check out this motor. Check out this little parts table right here. Let me give y'all that rundown. All right, y'all, so without further ado, let me start out with the block. And before you ask any questions, no, I didn't clean the surface up yet. I just tore this thing apart months ago and it's been sitting wrapped in a garbage bag ever since. So don't fight me in the comment section on this. I still gotta clean it. But this is gonna be a 4.8 5.3 block, bored out to 3.898, which is ls1 bore size. As you can see, they still got plenty of meat in the bores. I already mic'd all my bearings. It's got new cam bearings from the previous owner, so we're gonna let them ride. Everything else looked pretty good. It looked like this engine was cleaned heavily at one point in time, so we're gonna let that eat. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to our parts. And no, y'all, this ain't a budget build ordeal. This is I'm putting pretty good parts in this engine, and I want it to last a long while, and I want it to make decent amount of power. I'm not trying to be the fastest man in the world, but I at least want to make 500 wheel horsepower. If I can't make that, then what am I even doing this for? I could have just cammed it and let it eat. But let me give y'all a rundown. Now remind me about the time I ate a cantaloupe dressed like SpongeBob. Alright, y'all, let's start on this end of the table. We're going to start out with these BTR, Brian Tooley Racing Lifters. Going to be a Delphi ls7 replacement lifter. With new treads. Can't forget that. Always replace these treads. I went ahead and also did Michigan Motorsports valve guide seals that work with the 660 lift dual springs. Remember that. I like how they umbrella style, so all you gotta do is and then put your spring. Yes, indeed. I don't like these old style seals, y'all. I went ahead and got a PRW Platinum Series Flex Plate. Internal balance. SFI rated, y'all. Cause I'm gonna be running a 4L80 through that 4L60 in the garbage. Moving on down the line. I've built a few of these engines, and I know for the most part, they always come out the 7-400. So I went ahead and did the 7-400 5/16 push rods 80 wall from Brian Tooley. Also doing the trunnion upgrade. That's a must. And I got the bolts for it. ARPs. Well, BTR, but they're pretty much the same thing. I got these 10 AM fittings that I'm gonna run on my catch can. This one goes in the PCV breather on the valve cover, and this one takes the place of the cap. And I'm gonna run my 10 AN lines to my catch can. I'm gonna skip this for now, because I'm gonna come back to it. I wanna talk a little bit about this, my setup here. What I got here is a used Texas Speed Bald Eagle boost cam, 600 lift, 114 lower separation, 227, 234 duration. I picked that up from a partner for a reasonable price, so I'm just gonna let it ride. I had to get these bearings here one undersized because this crank been polished before. So with a standard bearing, my clearances were way too big. I was getting 5,000 clearance on my rods. Just keep that in mind if you ever build one of these. Measure your bearings, y'all. I polished that up. Nothing but a little polisher with some 2000 grit sandpaper. That's all you need for that. And of course, got the VS Racing Gen 2.5 billet wheel turbo journal bearing with a 1.25 AR T4 split flange. All right, I want to give y'all a rundown on my rotating assembly, my head gasket, and what heads I'm using in reference to compression ratio. Excuse me, compression ratio static. All right, so this is a stock 5.3 crank, stock Gen 4 rod. I did have to get the bushing opened up a little bit to accept the pin that came with the Summit Racing pistons. I got a set of Summit Pro LS 3cc dome pistons, raising the compression up a little bit. Because this is a street engine, I did a little bit higher compression. Not crazy though, but I wanted it to not be a dog out of boost, right? Everybody wants to go low compression. So when they're not in boost, they can't even leave a dang stop sign. The truck wants to go, and then it spools up and you're gone. But I kept it around stock 5.3 compression. Keep that in mind. I'm using a set of Brian Tooley Racing ls1 multi-layer steel head gaskets. So with the 317 head 71cc combustion chamber, these 3cc mini dome pistons, this ls9 head gasket, that's gonna bring my compression ratio static up to about 9.8 to 1, which I think it'll be very peppy on the street, and under boost with the right timing, it'll be a fun little rig. I just wanted to let y'all know a little bit about my thinking with the compression ratio. Because I built the engine before for my 66 Impala. I did a 5.3 single turbo build on it, and I think I built that thing with dish pistons, and it had like 8.5 to 1 compression, and off a boost, it was a slug, bro. I'm never building that kind of engine again. And y'all could go ahead and fight me in the comment section about this. We don't really have E85 around where I'm from. I think we got one gas station 30 minutes away with it. And I know me, I'm gonna wanna drive this thing everywhere, maybe do power tour with it, go to LS Fest, whatever. So I'm gonna do pump 93 with an intercooler and water meth injection. I think that'll be very safe. The intercooler will keep the IATs down, and the methanol will act as an octane booster. Should be around, with a 50-50 water meth mix, should be around 110 octane with 93 pump gas. So we're gonna see how that does. I'm also gonna be tuning this engine myself. First time ever tuning with boost or anything like that. So I want y'all to stick around because it's going to be a learning curve for me and it's going to be a learning curve for you. And look, you might even watch me blow this son of a gun up. Whatever you want, bro. I also got myself, well, I've been having this because I built the ls1 before. 3.898 piston installer tube. It's tapered, piston drops right in. Compresses those rings. Done. But yeah, y'all, this is the build. Also, when I checked on my bearing clearances, I set them a little on the loose side because this is a boosted engine. I'm probably going to be running about 15 pounds. That's where I'm going to feel comfortable at. 15 pounds of boost, street engine, street car. So, I'm a little bit on the looser side on bearing clearance. Rod journals and crank journals, I'm getting about 3 thou on both. Did a little research to figure out what viscosity all to go with. So I went ahead and picked this Valvoline full synthetic 20W50 to fill in voids and let these bearings ride on smooth material. So with 3 thou main and rod bearing clearances, 20W50 viscosity will fill that void between this bearing and this journal right here with all, right? So if the all is too thin, it would squeeze out too fast and you might have this bearing come in contact with this journal. And we don't want that, partner. We don't ever want that. And shoot, y'all, I almost forgot. I'm doing a set of ARP head studs in this motor here. Head stud kit, 234, 4110. I could have done bolts for just 15 pounds, but I feel like the studs just give me a little peace of mind. It's a more, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a more accurate torque with studs, right? So if you're torquing at the 60, you're actually torquing at the 60 foot-pounds. When you got a bolt, you're actually getting a little twist with it. You don't want no twist when it comes to torquing. So went ahead and did the studs. And before I forget, I also got that Melling 10295 all pump, high pressure pump, a new timing chain set from Claws, a camshaft retainer plate, always replace this, and you already know, all new gaskets. With the Wix filter, 51042. Yes indeed. Well, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude my video here. All this video was to give y'all a rundown on the parts I'm using to build this engine. So that way the next video, when I'm putting this sucker together, I ain't gotta explain none of this. All y'all gotta do is go to this past video and peep it out. And now you know what you didn't know. Later, y'all. Have a good one. Tell your mama now to hit that subscribe button.